Hi, Tando.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Anne Maliki? Where do you come from? And how did what we're going to be talking about today come about?
Okay. I am a mom, a fashion designer, an actress, lots of other things. I've been in the fashion industry since 2013. How I came into that is because my friends convinced me to start a fashion brand. I always wanted to do designing, and I always made clothes for as long as I can remember. I always made my own clothes. I made clothes for my friends as well. And then my friends decided to push me into making it a profession full-time, and I didn't know how to get it done. I think, honestly, that's why I started my career quite late.
How do you juggle between being a mom and design and those other things that you do?
We create schedules that sometimes we sometimes don't even stick to those schedules, but it's part of the life. I get her involved in my work as well. She comes with me to a lot of shoots when she's on holiday. I get a lot of help from family. I've got a very supportive family. They babysit a lot. Well, she's not so much of a baby anymore, but yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So did you study fashion, or this is something you just had in you?
No, I'm self-taught. My mom used to make clothes part-time while she was a nurse, but then she'd make clothes when she gets home. It was mostly home decor stuff. I used to love sewing for my Barbies, and I would have my own fashion shows for my dolls and all of that jazz. So yeah, and I loved watching a lot of beauty pageants at the time because I loved the dresses and the elegance. And my Barbies, Barbie was a big influence in my career choice. Weird.
That's quite interesting. So, seeing as we come from a country like ours, how has been the reception? I mean, do people really take you seriously as someone who's designing clothes? For people, are they willing to pay the money that you're charging them for your designs? How has it been?
It's become better over the years. When we started, people thought it was a joke. They thought it's like a lifestyle thing that we're trying to pull off. They thought we're trying to be Hollywood, but it's been growing over the years. We're actually making a bit of money off it. Unfortunately, the economies, but we're able to live off it now.
Has there been any recognition, awards? Who's the biggest name you've dressed so far?
Biggest name, guys, I can't pick one because I might offend some people.
Okay, what's your favorite to dress?
Well, my brand ambassador. Okay, let me be fair and play it safe. My brand ambassador, X the Voice. Yes, because if I start mentioning other people's names, no, man. Well, I want to go international. I think that's everybody's dream. I want to go international. I want my business to grow in such a way that, should I die, up to the 4th generation, it's functioning. Because I don't want it to be the typical Black people or African people, the traditional business which dies with the owner. I don't want that. I want it to be something that is generational.
So how has it been, seeing as things that involve creativity, that are artistic, are very difficult to relate to the next person and help them see things exactly the way you see them? So do you have trouble getting people to saw things that you've designed, put them together the exact same way you want them to come out? Is it easy to relay the message? And do they understand it the way you want them to?
It's the team I work with is a team of creative people. They're actually my biggest critics, and to an extent they are more creative than I am. So some of the ideas are not solely just me. A lot of the ideas come from the people that I work with, and it's a team effort. And when you're talking to someone who's as creative or more creative than you are, when you tell them something or a dream that you have, it's very easy for them to just go with it or even enlarge the vision. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I've seen some of your clothes. Some of them are quite daring. And where does the inspiration for that come from? And what do people really think about it? Because we come from a very conservative society.
I come from a multicultural family. We have all races. We have many tribes. I would go on forever and ever if I had to keep talking about the cultural heritage in my family. So my inspiration comes from home really, because there's different cultures that I explore in the clothing. I'm sure you can see that. I also explore a lot. I watch a lot of cartoons. Yeah, well, I watch, but cartoons, they've got the best designs. I mean, yeah, it all has to start on paper anyway. I mean, if it's art, I watch people play games, video games, because I suck at those, so I don't even try. I'm a sore loser. But then I get inspiration from anywhere and everywhere. I listen to a lot of music. Just by listening to a song, I can envision an outfit. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every creative has that one trigger that they always go to for inspiration. And it's the weirdest of things sometimes, but it's as simple as music sometimes.
It's music. Music does it for me.
Yeah, so the daring outfits, what do people really think of it? Have you gotten any criticism that's not really constructive?
People always talk. I don't care too much. It comes in, it's out through the next year.
So is that like a coping mechanism?
No, because the thing is, if you don't want to wear it, then it's not for you. There's someone out there who's daring, who wants to wear it, and my brand is for the daring people who aren't afraid to stand out. Yeah, and people who want to feel good and look good, and that's what Litso is all about. So I mean, if people want to be conservative,
Then this
it's cool.
is not for you.
It's them, but it's not for you. But then I do make conservative clothing. I just don't do daring clothing only. No, but then. The brand is very daring. Yeah.
Was there any intrinsic thing that finally clicked and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this?
I think I started a page, my Facebook page, which I'm not so active on. On the first day I had 73 followers. That was back in 2013. And people were like, yeah, can you get serious already? And people were already okay, it was my family as usual. We're commenting on the page. I come from a crazy family, guys. We're already commenting on the page, like, you need to get serious. No, change that logo. It's not working. And I'm like, you guys actually taking me seriously? And they're like, do we look like we're joking? Like, fix this up. That's when I started applying for fashion shows, to take part in fashion shows, and then my big break came when I did Zimbabwe Fashion Week, when I was one of the top 10 young designers then in the whole country, and I was like, yay!
That's
So
huge.
it's jump-started my career. Yeah.
Let's just say your daughter wants to do the same thing and like start her own fashion brand. What would you tell her?
I would tell her to study, because there's a lot I had to learn on the job. So, I mean, if she studies in advance, there's a lot of, the thing with arts is people think it's just you wake up and you sketch something and they don't look at the business side of things. So I think if you concentrate on having a business model as well, accompanying the art, because I think the art is easy, it's talent. You nurture it.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't sit on it, you nurture it. But I feel like as a business, you need to study. Take what would work for you and use it.
Yes, very wise. I notice how a lot of people, artists in particular, do not really have a good relationship with money because they don't look at the business side of things.
Business side of things. And it's not just, when you go further than business, you need to learn how money works. I've learned to be more accepting. I try to look at things on a deeper level, because I believe there's more to what meets the eye.
True.
And with every individual, that's the case. So I try and look at things from their angle and take time to hear people.
Yeah, I mean, the world would be such a better place if we had more people like you, because we need people really trying to establish common ground with people and really make it work. So, what can we expect from the brand Litso?
Well, I'm hoping this corona dies down soon, because I had planned many events, y'all. Like, yes.
I mean, we could be having nice clothes right now.
I'm planning lots of events. I'm planning some films. There's a fashion film we shot. I haven't released it yet. I want to release it with an event. It's mostly events. A lot more fashion films. A lot more storytelling, because every time I do a fashion show, there's a story behind it. There's a fashion show, there's a concept I've had on my mind for years now, and it's I need to get it off my chest. I think if I detox, when I do that, I'll be fine.
Okay, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I totally get it. All right, so this has been amazing. This has been great. So one last thing before we go.
Okay.
What would you tell somebody else in this country that's in the same field as you?
I would tell someone else in the same industry as me to keep moving forward. Do not give up, keep pushing, because there's a lot out there. Just discover who you are, maintain it, and keep pushing.
Oh well. All right, today from Annie we learned consistency pays, we learned patience pays, and we also learned that it's never really too late for you to start. Look at her. Her brand is growing, she's consistent, and she's working hard towards making sure that her dream is lived every single day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share.